Hello, everybody. Welcome on into the lower bracket semifinals match of the OOTR Randomizer tournament. We got Sponge versus RyuuKane. And on commentary today, we got Adam and August 40th. How are you two?
Doing
Yo,
well.
good evening, ZSR.
Yeah, I hope everyone's ready to rando. We've got two of the best, but this is still the lower bracket, so the losers going home and the winners moving on for their final opportunity to take it all home.
Oh yeah, no, it is lower bracket semifinals. Always exciting. The tournament's almost over. The winner of this will go on to face the loser of What the Hell's and Say to determine who will be the final match. So this will be very, very interesting.
Yeah, both these guys they've been practicing. They want it. And we're starting off with a water medallion and bolero of fire.
Always nice to start off with a song chain. Always nice, and they've had a hell of a time getting here. I want to say, let me take a look here. Sponge was knocked down to lower brackets pretty early, actually. But he's had a hell of a run coming. Yeah, by Master Alex, but he's had a hell of a run coming through here. As for Ryu, he was only knocked down recently, losing to Say just before the winter semifinals.
Yeah, so Ryu's here. He's looking for that rematch, I think, with Say. Maybe, maybe not. But we see both runners. They're going to be checking out this song here in the crater.
And that is Song of Time. Not a big song chain, but it's a nice song to have early. At least in my opinion, before you go to Windmill, because it can change your Kakariko routing.
Yeah, that's a good point. And I couldn't quite see what was on the wall or the volcano, but both these runners got a pretty good look at it.
And we got our first hints. Skullmax is dead. Ravage Village is ZL. 50 is dead. And I think that's Treasure Chest minigame dead? Yeah, the Treasure Chest minigame dead. So we have ZL on Burning Cack. That is interesting.
Well, given that we've started with one of those three medallions, it might not be too difficult to get that one done.
Right, but it
Very
depends on what
likely,
those other two dungeons are.
yeah, but very likely we are going to need that lullaby song.
I guess it would also depend on what our Medallion and Stone dungeon layout looks like.
Yeah, these runners are going to make us wait for it.
Of course. All right, time to see what Rufio has for us today. Not changing their Kakariko routing despite having a Song of Time, which,
Ooh,
you know what, fair.
Rufio with the bomb bag. We'll take that.
That's nice. That's a good early pickup.
Yeah, it leads me to believe the Dongo's Cavern is going to be either the forest or the fire medallion.
See, that was what? River in the what? Water Temple, I'm guessing?
Yeah, there's not many rivers.
Okay, I believe that was River Chest as a shield. Just a heart piece on the windmill edge. And our song is Requiem. Very nice. Hey, Soul, our Burning Cack is ZL. That's about it.
Skullmask, of course, is dead.
Mm-hmm.
We did have one of our Skulltula hints as well.
Pity dead, right. All right. Looks like that is Shieldgrave dead.
And get your guesses in chat. How you think these runners are going to be doing for the Dampy race? Are they going to get burned? Coming out of the gate, Sponge with a nice dodge right there.
Mm-hmm.
Really good job rolling tight around the corners. RyuuKane getting burned though, so Sponge is looking like he's going to be the winner of this race. A few more corners before Grandpa will stop throwing these fires.
Was it a wallet in the crate? All right, that's interesting. I could not tell. It's a 49 for Sponge and a big chest. And it's the bow.
It's a pretty good starting item.
We got bombs and a bow early. All right, on to a strength. Well then, at this point, you just climb up into Dongo's cavern, no matter what it is.
Well, not sure if it's just me. I've tried refreshing a few times, but you, Adam, are maybe 2 seconds ahead.
Am I? Let me refresh.
At least ahead of me.
All right.
Got some sharp shooting going on here.
Ah, Kakariko archery game. Always forgetful if you don't have bow early for some reason. Nothing today, though.
Yeah, you got those 20 rupees down pretty well. Those are, in my opinion, the hardest.
Mm-hmm. It is Re-Dead Grotto time.
A little surprised not seeing either one try pulling out their bow and shooting that bomb there.
Oh, it's tea time. I need to get me a glass of tea. All right. And as predicted with our item layout, it looks like they're going to climb trail here as adults. Alright, getting a look inside the Dongo's cavern. And repeat of the Zelda Lullaby hint.
Some really quick movement from these runners. They are switched on.
Alright, and no, Soul, you didn't. We don't have a single one yet.
Are you taking a little bit of extra time opening some of these small chests? It looks like Sponge, the exception of this one from the Armos here, is kind of saying, "I got my bomb bag. I'm gonna leave it up to chance whether I get enough hearts."
Just want a little bit more safety in case I have to do fire or water, underwater, and of course, burning. Yeah, Sponge smashing those pots for money. That quick 40 rupees.
Yeah, it's always good to keep in mind where you can pick up some extra money. You know, in one of the last bracket matchups, we saw a runner playing some songs to some frogs for a quick $50.
Right. Also, Soul, the heart texture for chest is only on the dev build, not on this build that the tournament's on. Another big chest in the vanilla bomb location. Fire arrows.
So we are
Interesting.
magic away from fire. But Salty Sponge
Honestly.
in the clear lead coming through the cavern here. Very nice jump from Sponge. Down to the jaw.
Land on that mouth and have it lower you down. Also, Soul, that sounds like a skill issue. Alright. Yeah, no. That's a good point, Foster. It does feel like the vanilla bomb location in Deku is almost always a big chest for some. Not Deku. Holy crap, brain. Congo is almost always a big chest for some reason.
And one last big chest here before the boss fight.
Oh. Hey, Dodongo having some good stuff in it. Another bomb bag.
Bomb locked bomb bag.
Well, we're going to have plenty of explosives this seed.
Yeah, shouldn't have to worry about purchasing any bombs in any shops. The Dongus Cavern is probably some of the bomb heaviest location. And getting a bomb bag at the end of it will restock them for probably the rest of the seed.
Depending on Volvagia, of course. That eats up at least 9 bombs. Or 7 bombs, brain. 133.
Dino is down on the Salty Sponge's side. Does his skull provide us with any goodies? Nope.
Nope. We just stripped out his heart.
The next big question, is it a medallion or is it a stone?
We will find out now. It is the light medallion.
Alright, one more piece of the puzzle to that rainbow bridge, but it doesn't unlock anything in and of itself, and it is not one of the 2 dungeons required for getting that Zelda's Lullaby, yeah.
Well, we are out at the Colossus now with our Requiem. Gonna get a song here, a hint, and take a peek at the arch at least.
Yeah, a little surprised he didn't wait until picking up the song in the Sacred Forest Meadow. I'm guessing he's going to be going child after this. Let's see if Ryu follows suit. He does.
Oh, yeah. Alright, Ganon's Castle Fairy is dead. The arch is dead. And the song? Minuet.
Oh, all right, it works out.
Song change. Gotta love them.
I would have thought that they would have gone up the trail through the woods and done Requiem before, but it works out this way.
Saria song and Adult Sacred Forest Meadow. Skull Kid dead.
That's interesting. That's one of the checks we just unlocked with Saria's song.
Right. So, that does make it where a possible path to forest could just be Minuet at Colossus.
Yep. Or Kakariko to Forest Temple.
One
PC
Dongo.
Jabu and Deku Tree, Forest and Water.
Alright.
So
Our
we're
stones then are Spirit, Shadow, and Fire?
It also means we are gonna need a silver scale in order to
Get our ZL.
to turn in Ruto's letter, logically. So we're gonna need a Kokiri Sword, Ruto's letter, and Boomerang. But then again, maybe Water Temple isn't gonna require Zelda's Lullaby.
It has to be in the first two chest or map chest. Chest, holy crap. Compass chest or map chest for it to not require ZL.
Yeah, Shadow and Spirit, two of the dungeons that require ZL the most. And that also tells us that Nocturne isn't going to be behind our Ocarina of Time. Ooh,
Hook
there's
shot.
a hook shot. So now we can do Forest Temple.
Yeah, we just do forest now. And it looks like Sponge is deciding, forget child, I'm going to go forest.
yeah, it does. He says, I have a medallion dungeon I can do. Well, why not do it? He's, even skipping out on Bombchu Bowling. 2 really quick checks, although he would need an extra 30 rupees for
Bucks.
that.
Or a lot of rupees. Is it, what, 30 per game?
Yeah, 30 per game. So he's got 30, he would need 30 more. Looks like RyuuKane, he's sticking around child, so Divergence here, 16 minutes in.
Yeah. Oh, sub 20 Forest Temple. Gotta love it.
Much more preferable than Go moding Forest Temple, in my opinion.
Alright, we're gonna get a Folda a Destiny.
What does the Destiny have in for us? It's just a small chest. And
the 50 repeat. Not our favorite today.
And is that angle? No, it's a ranch. I thought for a second there he was going to the valley, but no, we're going to the ranch.
To the ranch! Alright, we'll see Talon, Malon, and a cow. What has what?
I'm guessing Malon's gonna have our Nocturne of Shadow. She tends to be a creepy little girl. A lot of seeds.
Well, chickens had nothing.
Must be inspired by Wednesday Addams.
Interesting analogy. That is an early boss key. The song in the ranch is actually Serenade.
Alright.
It's our budget prelude. We have to do water, so that's actually kind of nice.
Yeah, no, that's very nice to get over to the water temple. Sponge, please. That hook shot not finding its mark for like 7 shots.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so Lala not paying off with much other than some convenience in that Serenade, and Ryu saving and quitting. He's going to show us our child spawn location. In the Sacred Forest Meadow.
Alright. Like child spawn is Sacred Forest Meadow. Right. Sorry, my thing lagged. Internet, what are you doing?
A really nice heads-up play here from RyuuKane. Not gonna walk out and go through the maze. He's just gonna play Minuet. And sorry, he's gonna teach us Song of Storms.
Very nice.
It's gonna open one extra check here in the Kokiri Forest for Ryu. And we are finally gonna get to see these hints on top of the Sacred Forest Meadow Maze.
Right, right.
Try saying
Take a
that
look
7
here.
times fast.
We got
Well, we were expecting
Cactus
that one.
Dongo. Yep. 30's dead.
Alright, so the elusive 40 Skulltulas.
Alright. That scrub was just a heart container.
And now a whole bunch of checks, a couple of hint stones, skull mask we've seen.
That's a big one.
Chest. Kokiri Forest path to something blue.
Kokiri Forest to either Baronade or Morpha.
Ooh.
That's a strength too.
That's a spicy meatball.
Oh, it was Baronade?
Oh,
Thank you,
wait,
McCundy.
we've got
Oh,
3
wow,
big
Mido.
chests here in Mido's. Slingshot.
Slingshot. A full wallet.
Boomerang, there
A
we
boomerang.
go. And a big Poe.
And a big Poe in a bottle.
So that boomerang, much clearer path hint. Very unlikely that the Slingshot or Silver Gauntlets are going to lock Rudo's letter. But you never know.
They could.
And that Slingshot will also be nice. Hopefully we don't find a Kokiri Forest path to Deku Tree hint. Ooh, there's our scale too.
Ooh, that's also the path. With it blocking
Oh,
ZL.
right, that could be. We won't know until we check the spoiler log. So hopefully we've got a hint out there somewhere that tells us where our Kokiri sword is.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get any hints towards Rudo's letter. You know,
Probably not.
Wasting a little bit of time here falling in that hole.
I already checked that one. That's okay.
I
All
just
right.
took the corner a little too sharply.
Gonna go right past Skull Kid. We don't need him today.
Yeah, remembering the hint
Yeah.
that we just
Meanwhile,
saw.
Forest Temple has been a complete scam.
So we've gotten 4 keys plus the boss key already. It's pretty standard.
Mm-hmm.
And there's our final small key. So the back half could be potential. Just gonna have to stay tuned right here on ZSR to find out.
Right. Market to Morpho. That makes sense.
Yep, it sure does.
It's just that hook
Ooh,
shot, most likely.
That tells us that our second hook shot is hook shot locked, or the iron boots are hook shot locked.
Mm-hmm.
Something logic.
something logic. Something.
A smarter brain can fill in the blanks.
Commentators, we just talk about what we see. Chat gives us all the information.
Some commentary taters are really up to par with their logic knowledge.
Mhm.
I always really love hearing a racer like, Salty Sponge or Riley coming into the commentator's booth to really give their insights as a racer.
Yeah,
think
Kokiri
that
Forest was
was-
packed. We got Scale, Slingshot, Boomerang, and Strength 2.
I think that was a big
And,
Goron hint
Big
in
Poe in
that
a bottle.
grotto, but I could not see the prize.
Mm-hmm. I did not either. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, Hot
Sponge,
Rodder's
gotta be
got
careful,
nothing.
down to 1 heart. And looky here, here's a
Nah.
big chest in the vanilla bow room.
About time Forest gave us something. And it's the light arrows.
Alright, well,
That's
those.
required.
Won't need them for at least an hour, but we'll need those eventually.
Alright. Also, as Tophile is pointing out, Mortha path hookshot means the other hookshot can be anywhere. It doesn't have to be hookshot locked. Ocarina time is Requiem.
Prelude.
Prelude, sorry. I don't know why I said Requiem of Light. Brain. My brain read that as Requiem of Light for some reason.
It's these couple 100-year-old French words.
The other light thing besides arrows.
Big chest in the maze. Missed that hint completely. Aw. Suit her safely, everybody. Oh, I didn't know Child could jump over that boulder. Or if I did, I forgot. Just a small chest, so we're warping out of here. And chat saying the hint in that maze was a dupe of the water river chest.
Makes sense.
And Ryu not sticking around the lake. He's going back to Castletown. I guess the time of day.
Time of day, yeah.
And another big chest here in the checkerboard room.
And it's
Hey,
Din's Fire.
Alright, well, there's our other fire source, but still no magic.
Oh, hey, we're finally going to see some bombshy bowling.
Yes, sirree. Stick.
The stick. And a bloopy.
Yeah, not worth the $30 entry fee.
It's a scam.
Likely it's, what could it be? No, we have all our consumables. Fire
Fire
Temple is
Temple to
packed to
Queen
Queen
Goma.
Goma.
Which means our Kokiri sword is somewhere in the stone Fire Temple.
But the question is it hammerlocked or not?
That is a good question. Sponge gets to Meg.
Well, Sponge playing with ghosts as RyuuKane is playing with some doggos. Just some pizza.
Tapi tapi. Alright.
So pretty productive child segment from RyuuKane. He's got silver gauntlets up on Sponge. Although I guess Sponge could grab those automatos right after this. We'll have to see what he wants to do after he gets this this purple cookie. RyuuKane not sticking around to turn in that big bow. Makes sense though. He's going to Forest Temple. He's gonna show us exactly what the Salty Sponge has just been showing us for the past 14 minutes.
Gotta love Forest Temple. Alright. Last chance for Forest Temple to have something besides light arrows. Oh, and Inspire. Brain. But we're hoping we don't need that Inspire for anything. Well, let me rephrase. The runners are hoping we don't need that Inspire for anything. Chat always wants Stone Shadow.
Yeah, I definitely saw at least one person in chat saying something about hammering Shadow Temple. But we would need to find Nocturne of Shadow for that. And at this point, I don't think we have any songs that are available to us.
Ice Cavern's locked behind ZL. The Graveyard's locked behind ZL. Prelude of Light Song Check is locked behind Jabu Jabu.
That's locked behind the Deku Tree. Oh wait, no, you're right.
What are our other two song locations that I'm forgetting off the top of my head for some reason?
No, that's it. Ice, Graveyard, and Prelude Check. Besides the Ocarina and
Oh yeah,
the Ravaged
because
Village.
right. Okay, yeah. No, I was right. Okay, I wasn't forgetting any. Yep, Rudo's Letter will lock at least two songs. 3 songs, yeah.
I'm sure these runners, at least RyuuKane, with all the information he's gathered, has put those pieces together. If not, he's got the whole Forest Temple to sit and ruminate. Big stabby.
Always a nice pickup.
And Alpha Mario using their Twitch Prime sub. You're gonna want to stay tuned. I think Alpha Mario will be commentating our winners final this Sunday, if I am not mistaken. Although I don't think the official announcements
It's
have
still
been made.
winners. It's Saturday, and it's still semifinals. Well, it's winners finals. Like this is losers bracket semis, and then we had the grand finals afterwards. Yeah. Brain.
Yeah, lots of syntax, or what's the word I'm trying to think of? Either way, there's more Zero to come. What are we in? Season 6? It's not over yet, folks.
Yep. The winner of this race will go on to fight whoever does not come out on top between what the hell's happened and Say.
Alright, looks like Sponge has decided it is time. Well, I guess he's already been shelled, but that was literally for a check to get the hook shot. So
And then
I
going
think
back
we're
adult.
gonna see a little flip-flop in here. RyuuKane now in the Forest Temple. Sponge very likely to do the Kokiri Forest, the Lon Lon Ranch play. And he's not starting off with the Bomb Chew Bowling, he's going straight to the forest. He also
Right.
doesn't know about the child spawn location.
But they will get their storms. Be happy.
Maybe. I mean, without ZL, do you want to find storms? It's a tough call to make whether you want to go into the bottom of the well or not.
Mm-hmm.
It is definitely the densest location they can access at the moment. 10 checks available to them.
Yep.
I wouldn't be too surprised if we see Sponge take that scale into the river, though.
Right. That would probably be the outcome I would expect, to be honest. No idea where that Rudo's letter could be at this point, though. And we're still missing a path hint. But at this point, it might just be the forest path. And we don't have to worry about it. Though we had both. I guess it could just be Colossus for Minuet would be the forest path.
Yeah, it could be Colossus or Kakariko at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Or, you know, well, I guess Strength wasn't locked, so yeah, it can't be Strength.
Could just be the bow. Could be the song. Who knows? Not us. We haven't seen the hint.
Or the spoiler log.
Sorry as was Adult Sacred Forest Meadow.
But as we are seeing both these runners kind of follow in each other's footsteps, it's a good time to mention all the fabulous folks we've got working behind the scenes here. I expect the hour mark might be a little exciting and we might miss it.
You know what? That's fair. Let's put some commands in chat, I guess. Shout out to Stuart Runners, of course, Sponge and RyuuKane, putting on a great show for us.
I think McHundy and Carliana are tracking for us today. And of course, Soulblade
Yep.
is our restreamer, and thanks to Mad Monk Adam, I almost said Mad Adam Monk again, but Mad Monk Adam joining me in the commentary booth.
Hey, and thanks to August 40th, of course, for showing up. Always great to have you.
Thank you, thank you. My audio quality would be a little bit better, but my audio setup decided not to let me do that.
Yeah. You're having mic issues. Apparently, I'm having internet connection issues for some reason. It's a great day.
When there's Zooter race going on ZSR, it's always a great day in my book.
Yeah. That's fair. Sponge taking a direct route from forest to ranch. Well, we are going over all the checks we've already seen. Won't see anything new, at least until Ryu gets out of forest. It depends on if Salty decides to go for the Valley Lake loop or not.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it. I know that's one of your favorite plays to make.
Oh yeah, I love me some Valley Lake loop. If there's something there, you feel great. If not, it's okay. You cleared it out. You don't have to worry about it.
And you're likely gonna see that play this weekend, because that is the location of What the Hell's Waterfall. Here on ZSR, we try to name a location after a runner who tragically gets defeated from missing a check at said location.
Are you talking Juke's Wall?
Yeah, Juke's Wall containing Bonnaroo's chest. There's the ATZ Grotto. Although that one has kind of died off.
Mm-hmm. It's always great to see community memes are nice. As long as you're not taking too far. Not doing the Valley Lake loop, Sag.
Yeah,
But that is a great place to check your child spawn. So
yeah, he hasn't seen his child spawn, so I hope he takes that scale into the river, just so we can see something new. But I guess he hasn't done any of the Lost Woods either.
No, no, he did a little bit of it, not all of it though. Yep, Jimbo, we have half our medallions at 41 minutes. It'll be a while before you see another.
Yeah, sometimes in races you see a moment where a runner really presses their foot on the gas pedal and starts going just a little bit faster. Not today. These two racers they've been going fast from the get-go. They know their opponent is very competent, despite RyuuKane missing this fire arrow shot. Both these runners' execution tends to be top par. That's how they've gotten this far in the Season 6 tournament.
Ryu having a tough time with his torch. But he gets it. But, no, with Rudo's letter nowhere to be hinted, our Kokiri sword possibly hammerlocks, and no clue where Longshot or Iron Boots could be. It's going to be a while before we see another medallion, unless one of those items just pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah, we're going to need those 3 items, plus the magic meter, and
Rudo's letter. I already said that. Crap, brain.
Yep.
Yeah, so Rudo's, Kokiri Sword, Long Shot, Magic. Here are 4 items from Go mode if we don't need Hammer.
And either the Iron Boots or maybe just another scale.
Yeah, Iron Boots or Gold Scale, so we'll call it 5. 5, possibly 6. Which is pretty quick, actually. Ha. Big Goron dead. I know we saw part of that hint earlier, and then nobody remembered what the end of it was. But it was a bloopy. And Ryu finally gets to Meg, the purple Poe. This forest temple is almost over and done with.
And a little surprised that both runners opted to do the maze as Child A, but they both also had the silver gauntlets when doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Sponge not jumping over the rock.
I don't think there was anything over there, though. Oh, yep, there he goes.
Nope, there wasn't.
He's gonna peek. It's nothing. He's not gonna bother.
And very similar routing.
Mm-hmm. There was a divergence, but it was a divergence to re-diverge the other way. Covering each other's tracks from where they diverged. Which actually happens a lot.
Yep. And thinking maybe time of day is working out for Sponge to tech Dampe, but maybe not. But if he's heading to Kakariko, he might opt to jump inside that bottom of the well.
Mm-hmm. I mean, without ZL, you're missing out on 4 checks, but it's still, you can peek 2 of them.
Yeah, that's true.
So
and depending
really,
on key layout, you could deduce that, the other 2 may or may not be important. But picking up his cock.
we got us some chickens.
It's usually against Twitch terms of service, but not in this context.
Phrasing.
It's a really fast 4 chickens from Sponge.
The change to 4 chickens is just so nice. Anju,
Nuts.
nothing. Ah, nuts is right. Well, not even nuts. Ah, nut. Just the one. And that windmill goes around and around and around. As we possibly kill off the whole town by taking away their water supply.
I don't think you want to be drinking that well water.
You know what? That's fair. Considering what's down here.
Harkens me back to Quest in Diablo 1. Ryu is not trekking around the Great Deku Tree. He's gonna turn in that Poe, empty his bottle out.
All right.
I'm thinking Ryu's gonna do this and then possibly jump into the Fire Temple, see if his sword is hammer locked out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Not too many other good plays to do as adult at the moment.
There's one key in the well. Everything else repeats has been nothing. That's nothing. Hmm.
Where is Ryu going?
Not sure.
Bombs.
This.
Oh,
He's
picking up
grabbing
the
this
skull.
skull?
I wonder if he's at 10.
Odd.
He might be at 10 already and wants to get this check out of the way.
Yeah, that's 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Not as odd. That'll be a small chest, but it's a key. Which tells us that at least Dead Hand and or the other one is an item.
Yeah, that's a very heads-up play from Salty Sponge. He saw it on his first pass that it was a small chest. But having seen all the other ones and peeking them, he wanted to look at that key count.
Mm-hmm. So there's at least one item back there in the Dead Hands room. Is that another key in basement?
Yeah, I think it was. I've got Sponge's audio, and as soon as he saw it, he's like, well, it's not locked.
It's not locked, but could be some items back there. Child Spirit Time.
Yeah, this
And
is
hey,
an interesting play.
Ryu, being a man, buying a shield, hashtag buy a shield, you cowards.
See how deep Sponge wants to go in here.
As
RyuuKane is hoping he doesn't have to go very deep in fire.
Right. I like the fire dip to check and see if your Kiri Sword's just the first check.
Even if he gets a small key, you might want to go a little deeper.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have to hunt down that hammer, it's better than if you do. Boss
That's
key.
a boss key, okay. And that's a key. We might just be key locked out of Child Spirit, apparently. I can't see that chest.
It looks like a small key.
Okay.
It's also important to keep in mind that Sponge could just come back here as an adult. He'd just be locked out of the fire checks.
Mm-hmm.
And he's digging deeper.
So it's looking like.
But Ryu not getting a small key there, he's gonna be hammer locked out of the rest of this.
Yeah, unless it's here.
Yeah, unless the Kokiri sword is here, that would be the good news.
Or the boss key and the Kiri Sword is just on.
Ooh, that's a big chest.
That is a big chest. Are we hammer locked?
Survey says
Agony.
No, sir. You are gonna have to come back here. Are you not too thrilled with that? So add
That
the
is
hammer
great.
to our go mode item list.
Yep. Oh, that's classic. Is this the item I need? Agony. No.
Not that nice. Oh, neither one of those are small keys.
Interesting.
$5 from our little rolling Goron.
Also, map chest, also just dead.
Yeah, very interesting Spirit Temple key logic going on. Sponge opening it.
He is still to yet buy a shield. Probably why.
Yeah. Oh. Hmm.
Or he just wanted health.
Interesting, RyuuKane going down the river as an adult. He's going to be missing out on frogs in the rain.
Mm-hmm.
But there's 3 good hint stones to pick up here. What was that? There's
I
our
missed
40
that.
hint.
Oh, I missed it completely.
Now, whatever it was, Ryu's not interested. And I'm going to go ahead and guess that the Salty Sponge saw the Colossus right hand from the bottom. But Sponge not taking the owl. He wouldn't be able to get into the market at this point in the daytime.
Yep, so she's gonna do some lake checks. 1500
15.
dead.
Missed the one in the River Grotto.
I did too. Desert Colossus,
Yeah,
Phantom
yeah.
Ganon. Yeah, it's
We were
expected.
expecting, but the rest of the river, or what was that on the lower ledge?
Apparently it's something Ryu wants.
Oh, Iron Boots. Thank you, chat.
Yep.
And Salty Sponge commentating his own path route there. If anyone didn't hear it, he was going field to valley.
We're using Ryu's audio on Restream because Sponge's
Yep.
isn't clean.
I expected as much. Alright, well, he's reconsidering. He might go to Domain now. Salty Sponge acting as not only a racer, but a third commentator.
And child fishing is
Some
another
shot.
slingshot. Alright, we're gonna see if adult side spirit is ZL locked.
Or key locked.
Or key, well, yeah, or key locked. And hey,
He can go
no,
deeper.
he can go deeper.
Really nice hook shot up that wall right there from Ryu.
Mm-hmm. Have we even seen Open Grotto yet?
We have not. No, this is our first time in this part of Hyrule Field.
All right. And it's nothing, but the hint is also nothing.
Yeah,
Got that
something we've already
already.
seen. Oh, and Ryu actually, yeah, Ryu's gonna be key locked from going deeper.
Yep. Remote grotto, nothing. Extra 40 hint.
Yep.
And it looks like Sponge is making the play for Valley. Really not a lot available to them right now.
Yeah, we're really kind of getting bottlenecked here.
By
With
that
those
letter.
iron boots, Ryu could go into the water temple.
Yeah. Could make a water temple dip, but doesn't look like that's the play he wants to make.
Yeah, water temple and Adult Lake might be the densest location at the moment, given both runners' checks.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Ryu hasn't gone into the bottom of the well. He doesn't have Scarecrow song set up, so he can't do it right away.
I would not be surprised to see a well play from Ryu here. It is his most check dense location at the moment. Is Valley going to be vindicated? Hammer or letter here would validate the Valley play for this seed.
Oh, yep, for sure. Looks like Ryu's going into that bottom of the well. Ledge is just a bloopy.
I suck at peeking this waterfall if it's not a rupee or a piece of heart.
Yeah, Piece of Heart's definitely the easiest one to see.
Well, it's not either.
Looks
It's a
like a
heart.
recovery. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Frog's Azora River. 2 dead.
Yep. It's 12 Skulltulas for Ryu. He can pick up 4 more here. Or, I guess... he could pick up 6 more with the boomerang and the bottle.
We have not seen Tektite Grotto.
Yep, that is the last check in the,
Field.
Yeah, Hyrule Field. But Sponge might have a big brain play here going into Domain.
That
if,
is...
Rudolph's letter is right here.
What is that? Is that lens?
It's something he wants. It is
It
lens.
is lens.
Good eyes.
Sponge has done Forest.
Yep. Sponge essentially has done everything that RyuUkane has, minus turning in his big Poe and dipping the Fire Temple, I think.
Yeah.
And Link the Goron, that area.
Yeah, J-Bone, you're completely blinded. Shadow Medallion. And this hit, the other frog's 2 dead hint. Alright. We know Treasure Chest Game is dead. And we have Requiem. Why would he want the lens?
He might not have seen that, man. Or was it outside the temple time?
It was outside Simple of Time.
Alright. Well, maybe he didn't write it down. He wouldn't be the first runner. Might also be something just to help him piece together the logic of the seed.
Yeah.
Depending on where magic is.
Oh yeah, it is useless without magic.
big chest there in the waterfall.
Interesting. Alright. Ryu doing well, as expected. Magic
there's
on
magic.
diving game. If this is something as well, it's hovers.
Ooh, hover boots.
You know, that possibly could be required for Fire Temple Kokiri Sword.
It does allow these, no, it's never in logic to reverse Wasteland, but that helps these runners if they want to reverse the Wasteland, check the Wasteland, get their membership card.
And it's 9 skulls for Sponge.
Yeah, I think I like the Salty Sponge's routing just a little bit better than RyuUkane's this far into the seed.
Ryu gonna do Child Spirit now.
Yeah, he was essentially locked out from going any deeper, so he might get this first key and bail on out of here. He never did the fire checks though, so he might want to do those.
Now if he does that, he literally can't go deeper. We are logically ZL locked.
Well, depending on what the Colossus hand has. I didn't get a good look at the sunblock room chest.
Sponge seeing his irons.
Actually, that I think has to be a key. Yeah, I think the sunblock room and the right hand have to be a key. Unless we are required for ZL.
Sunblock room was not a key. I'm pretty sure. Oh, here's a check we haven't seen yet. Frogs in the rain. And it's nothing.
The answer to our question.
What is our answer? What do we have left?
We've got Dampe Digging, we've got 20 skulls, we got the Tektite Grotto. We haven't seen the grotto in Death Mountain Crater. With that magic and Din's Fire, we can do the Goron Pot. Otherwise, it's Adult Lake or the Water Temple. We are very much bottlenecked.
We're bottlenecked by a bottle. Haha.
Touche. Salty Sponge really pouring over the logic of the seed.
No, we cannot do Dancing Darunia. That requires ZL. No, you can do Goron City Pot with a fire source and magic.
Yep.
You do not have to have ZL for it. ZL is just to bypass the magic and fire requirement.
Chat, have I ever steered you wrong? Don't answer that.
Sponge about to do this. Probably will peak Tektite as well with those iron boots now.
Yeah, maybe.
Nope, not gonna peak Tektite. I'm honestly surprised by that.
I think you don't, with the iron boots, you don't peek it as child, because if it's something good, you hate to lose the time just to, get to the pedestal, go back.
Well, Mr. Trash, today Len's game
bow.
is nothing. He hasn't turned his Big Poe, he hasn't done Bump 2 Bowling, yeah.
So I think Sponge's next play will be to turn in his big po, check the Tektite Grotto. So yeah, the key logic here is definitely locked behind ZL.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of surprised RyuuKane didn't maybe save scum that small key.
Mm-hmm.
He could break that Spirit Temple logic if he had.
Well, all of our items that we need, we have to get ZL first, I believe, if it's in those temples. Entrance to
Yeah.
Shadow is locked by ZL because Nocturne is locked by ZL. Fire Temple, we actually just need a hammer to be able to complete, so we don't know about that one. And Spirit is ZL locked. And we still need Mirror Shield somewhere. I don't think we'll be seeing the deep sides of any of those dungeons. Besides possibly Fire.
It really kind of depends on where Rudo's letter and or the hammer turn out to be.
It's 10 skulls for spawns. Mm-hmm.
I'm checking the hit stone up here. Ooh,
The Fire
I think that
Temple to
was his
Goma.
first time seeing that.
That's the only one we've seen, yeah.
Is that the one that was the one Ryu checked too? Okay.
Uh-huh. When he came in here to grab the skull and wait for night market for Richard.
Ryu sees that lens and says, "No, I don't need that."
We are pretty healthy this seed, though.
Yep.
Comparatively.
Yeah, both runners getting plenty of hearts.
Ryu about to pick up his magic and hovers. As Sponge goes back adult, probably dip fire, check Tektite, and big pose. And then I'm not sure after that. Depends on if he finds anything in big pose or not. Not big pose, Tektite.
Yep. Considering Ryu's already done the fire dip and adult Goron City, these runners are pretty even still.
Mm-hmm. They're playing back and forth with checks.
Yeah. Ryu might lose a little time here if he decides to go down the river, double dipping the river for Frogs 1.
Yeah.
Well, there's Bolero from the Salty Sponge. Straight into the Fire Temple. Fortunately, it's not going to be a very long dip.
Right. It locks you out pretty soon. Sorry, we can see Ryu's face, and when that big chest just spawned, he's like, has this been it the whole time? It's the look on his face.
Yeah, it would be convenient. It's happened before. It'll happen again. If you play
Yeah,
enough
Lens game was
Zero.
hinted dead, Alice. We are literally Nocturne away from being able to do all of Shadow, but that is behind ZL, so we don't have to worry about it for a while.
ZL or Rudos?
ZL or Rudos, yeah. No, they haven't done Dompe digging yet.
Nope.
They're pretty much even, Sinister.
Yeah, I might give the edge ever so slightly to the salty sponge. He's only dipped the river once. He's gonna be coming out of here. Although Ryu has an empty bottle, Sponge does not yet.
Getting adult lake?
He
Or is
sure
this a
is.
water?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is adult lake.
As strange as it sounds, it's the densest location. There's 3 checks in the adult lake forum open, 3 checks in the water temple open to him right now. We
2
got
in the water. Logically. Well, no, wait.
right,
No, we
yeah.
have a lot. No ZL, so only 2.
I'm counting the cracked wall.
You can do it, but it's not in logic. Actually, can you even do that without bomb shoes if you don't lower the water?
Oh, you're right. You're right. We need bomb shoes for that. Good point.
All right, adult fishing. Let's get the lunker.
Oh, and I guess it was bomb shoes at that upper ledge in the river.
No, it wasn't fishing. I want to quit, the most relatable line in Zelda.
So it looks like Ryu's gonna check this grotto here. We haven't seen this yet.
Sponge not setting up Scarecrow. Did he not set it up as child?
He did. He did it before the fishing.
Oh, fishing. Okay, brain. I didn't see that.
So there's 2 hint stones here in the crater we haven't seen, and the one underneath Big Goron on that tech type.
That's a big chest.
Ooh, it is. Was that School of Stingers?
I believe so. Long shot.
Really big pan off for RyuuKane. He knows where to go.
Crater's the play. Out of logic, lab dive.
Begs the question, what's in the water temple, or what's in the Temple of Time from Zelda?
I just realized Rudo's letter could be on Lax.
At this point, it could also be on Shoot the Sun.
Alright. Sponge, you gotta go to the crater at some point.
That is not the way to get to the crater.
No, but it is the way to check compass and map chest.
Yep, we're going to be seeing a high 5 here. Oh, Sponge's time of day working out really well.
You can peek this, not grab it though. That is a bloopy. That is the earliest boss key I have seen in a while from Water Temple.
Yeah, that's the only check Ryu's going to be doing here.
Sponge saying no to Water Temple.
And we've got Zephyr with a subscription here on ZSR. Thank you, Zephyr.
Also, that is a ZL-less Water Temple.
Yep, sure is.
This might be an entirely ZL-less sea, depending on where that hammer is. I mean, if the hammer is locked behind ZL somehow, then it's... Oh, well, it can't be because Deku Tree Brain. Guaranteed ZL-less. I am not thinking straight.
think there might be a way where Hammer is in.
No, because we need Kokiri Sword from Fire Temple to get Deku Tree, which locks CL.
It doesn't necessarily lock ZL. If Rito's letter, for example, is like here in the Tektite Grotto.
Well, no, but ZL is on Burning Cack, so Deku Tree locks ZL.
Why do we need ZL to get Jabu?
Not to get Jabu. I was talking about if Hammer was behind ZL, but it can't be because Brain. Wait, what is that? Bomb Shoes.
Oh, yep. Okay.
You know what?
Salty
Fair.
Sponge is thinking about that cracked wall.
That sounds like Bolero to me.
Yep, there's only one place he can. I guess he hasn't done Link to Goron, but hopefully he goes into that grotto. As RyuuKane taking the lead here, 1 hour 20 minutes in.
All right. Yeah, that was Boomerang Chest dead. There is Sponge's long shot, and he's gonna head right back to Water Temple. And it looks like Lax wasn't anything.
Ooh, RyuuKane is going to reverse Wasteland here. Interesting play.
With long shot, you can logically get there.
Yep.
With long shot and hovers, Wasteland is in play.
With those chews, I'm going to guess that Salty Sponge goes... Oh, no, he's going Compass first.
Gonna be able to get out of here without doing any extra checks.
Really nice hook shotting.
So, of the items we still need, one is in Fire Temple, and two, we have no clue.
Yeah, no help on Rito's letter. Do you know it's not going to be in the Ice Cavern?
That's about it. That's a big chest at Wasteland. And it's Mirror Shield.
That's not going to help us.
Spirit is completely ZL locked.
Yeah. We got one key from the Falling Like on the adult side, one key on the Stalfos room on child side. That's it.
Yeah, no. Our paths are pretty much all complete. Besides the Fire Temple to Goma, but we know that has to be Kokiri Sword somewhere. So, the hammer and letter could be anywhere. Map and sunblock room were checked, Zephyr.
Yeah, both our runners doing those. Ooh, and Salty Sponge is checking that Lidar cutscene.
Yep, makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go to GTG. It is now full clearable and check dance.
Just an arrow.
And it looks like Sponge is going to opt to go in the front instead of reverse.
Question in chat, where's Mirror Shield in the Haunted Wasteland?
It could be the map chest in water still. It's the funny part.
Big chest
That is
in the
a
center.
big chest in the middle. That's a big center maze chest. So, Ryu gonna do the full loop around. When I have a Song of Time, I prefer going right side first. Especially so I can do the right side maze. And then I'll come back around to do left side. I don't know, but that's just me.
And it's still a really close game. RyuuKane basically up the time that it took Salty Sponge to do the adult lake checks.
Which Ryu might still do, depending.
Ryu also did the first few checks of Adult Spirit.
I swear to God, if those are vanilla light arrows, I might actually laugh.
We got
Very
the
hard.
arrows.
Vanilla ice. I don't know why I said
Ice.
light. It's been a long day for my brain, apparently.
I know that sugar rots your teeth. I've never heard that it rots your brain.
No, oh, big chest. There's still several items that could be to troll us. And it's one of them.
Yeah, that's one of them, but that's very adjacent to one of the ones we're looking for. So, will Sponge get the 2 keys in the lobby and go into the maze, or will he go straight to the Stalfos room? Ooh, Ryu getting swallowed by the like he doesn't want to lose his shield. Oh, double swallowed. Can't be feeling good about that one.
It's a stick. A key and turn so I can see the other chest, please. Another
2
key.
keys.
That makes sense.
So we're up to 6 keys total.
We're pretty sure, Rajad. CL not required in this seed. Always great to see, though. Already knows what's up in that other room. No need to void out. That's a big chest. Can be one of our other 2 bows. Can't be hammer because that's technically hammer locked. It's another bow.
Adam, please put away the spoiler log.
But it's so fun. But no, that chest was logically hammer locked, so it can't be hammer.
That's key number 8.
Big chest and
And
key.
that's key number 9 in the maze here. So the toilet is an item.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
There's
it's hammer
hammer.
time, though.
Now, do you do toilet or do you just go for the big item in the center and leave?
Oh, RyuuKane's giving us his answer.
Mm-hmm.
Salty Sponge saving about 20 seconds, not getting swallowed up by any like lights.
True, true.
Oh, that's the 9th key. I miscounted keys somewhere.
Hmm.
Welcome in, Benji. You're right in time for the exciting conclusion of this Losers Bracket Finals match.
Letter.
Ooh, and there it is.
That would be technical go mode. We will know as soon as we find the Kokiri sword and fire somewhere.
Yeah, at this point there is... I don't think there's anything locking RyuuKane out of getting anything. There's
Nope.
nothing in fire that could lead us to that Kokiri sword.
Right. It just has to be Kokiri sword in here.
The question is, how deep do we have to go?
It's a good question. Might just be the first chest in this hammer locked loop.
Well, we know there's going to be 2 keys down here. Oh, I guess Volvagia could have key.
Mm-hmm. But if Obaji has a key, one of these is boss key.
Touche.
Alright, Sponge with his keys.
Gets his hammer. He's sticking around. Smart man.
Yeah, he's gonna get that middle chest before he leaves. Not something you leave let sitting there. Not when you have no direction whatsoever. And it is 1 key, 2 key. Red key, blue key. Haha.
And unfortunately, it does look like it is RyuuKane's game to lose here.
Nice
A pretty
execution
decent
from...
lead.
Yeah, it's got a nice lead into Fire Temple. But it is an execution match from here on out.
Yep.
One slip up by either could cost them this.
Sponge is not amused at the item placements here.
They both already checked the lobby here at Fire.
Yeah, so 133.30, RyuuKane coming up into the shortcut room. See how many minutes behind the Salty Sponge is. But it's a few. Nice ground jump and bomb placement here from RyuuKane.
Mhm.
More keys.
Makes sense.
Big
That's a big
chest up
chest.
there.
Ooh. Could just be top of maze.
Can you get on top of there with the hover boots from a small chest, or does it have to be a big chest?
It has to be big.
Okay.
You don't have the height to grab unless it's a big.
So Big Brain Play says you skip the vanilla map room.
If he skips it and this chest that's on top isn't it, and it's in the vanilla map.
Yeah, or you can skipping it. He's gonna be able to
Well, you
peek it
can
on
look
his
at
way
it, yeah.
around. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna come down to execution throughout Jabu. The little that we're gonna see in the Deku Tree, and then the climb up to Ganondorf.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Alpha Mario. Either way, this is gonna be the end for either runner. This is the lower bracket of Season 6.
All right, is this it? I'm gonna laugh at Pierre.
There it
It's
is.
this.
Yep. As Salty Sponge, 1 hour 36.2.
So about 2.5 minutes.
Really close game, but it is in Ryu's court. Sponge gets the glitchless jump.
Without a setup, which is really nice.
Yeah. That's the execution of the Salty Sponge. That's why we say you're gonna want to follow these runners regardless of the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
And there RyuuKane is making his final deposit here in the Temple of Time. And he's off to Jabu first.
I'm surprised that Soul rolled a Jet Seed. It's okay to say it now because we're in Go mode.
Yeah, good point. If it's not sub 2 hour, it's gonna be close.
Mm-hmm. See, Jabu can skip all the checks. She's got to kill the weird tentacle things.
Yep.
Deku not going to do any checks. Just going to dense fire the webs.
Yes, sir.
6 minutes for the climb. So yeah, it should be really close to sub 2 hours.
And then, of course, these runners are on a 20-minute delay. There's the single mweep, and RyuuKane is off to the fountain.
Be interesting to see if Sponge decides to go Deku first, with the child save quit being there.
So 138.35 into the fountain for RyuuKane. Sponge, where are you going, bro?
He was
Yeah.
thinking, take the owl, but you're adult.
Yep. And as soon as I said that, I heard from his feed, hey, what am I doing? He's either too heavy for the owl, or unfortunately the owl has died in the 7 years that Link was frozen.
Ryu is at the moment about 2.5, 3 minutes ahead. Yeah, I know it doesn't really matter which one they do first, but it'd be nice to see just a little divergence for the hell of it.
And you're catching it right. There is Minuet for the Salty Sponge.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he ever saw the spawn.
He did. He save quit out of
Okay.
Silo, remember?
This must be faster.
It is slightly faster than having to reset. Not by much, but it is. Spawn is the entrance to Sacred Forest Meadow. So it's about the same time.
And we'll have to see if the runners do box skip. I think it was Sponge's last matchup where he did the box skip and was kind of missing it for the first two or three tries, and his opponent went ahead and grabbed the box. And it was a really close match.
Sponge is on Virtual Console, so it is faster for him to play the song than to save quit.
Okay. Sponge there with a really precise placement, setting that Din's fire.
That's a big chest. We'll never see what's inside.
Yeah, don't care.
Honestly, at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if it's just like last bomb bag or something. I laugh that's for roars though, because it's basically locked behind everything.
Yeah, if we didn't have light arrows, that would be a tough call to make. Do I open that big chest, thinking it might be Ferror's Wind? It might save me a little bit of time in Ganon's castle.
But we had light arrows, so
Not happening this seed.
not happening this seed. Yep.
Here is the Queen Spider.
Jay.
Easy
I think
one
at
cycle.
that point, Jay, I think at that point you would forget about box skip and go and just redo the elevator. It'd probably be faster than skipping that, try and box skip 40 times.
Just go into the blue warp. Ooh, Ryu getting knocked by the parasite tentacle. That is not time you want to give to an opponent like the Salty Sponge. But that is the final tentacle for RyuuKane. Ooh, getting knocked by the, whatever those things are. Our tracker a little backwards. Sponge picking up the fire medallion, not the forest medallion.
There we go. FA is fire, arrow entry. It's for Shadow Temple, and not in the standard rule set. If you want to see fire arrow entry, go watch. I think it's legal in RSL.
I can neither confirm nor deny.
Yep, RSL. There we go.
Confirmed by our restreamer Soulblade. Shoutouts to our restreamer. Shoutouts to our trackers behind the scene, McKindy and Carliana. Thank you, thank
Oh
you.
yeah. Just do this again. As we're coming up on the end here. We might not see 2 hours.
RyuuKane going for box skip. Does he get it? First try for RyuuKane.
That is faster than grabbing the box.
Yeah, ever so slightly, we're going to see double Jabu. Really fast first phase, really fast second phase. RyuuKane making it look easy.
Nice clean Baronade.
If this is your first time seeing the Rando Racers do this fight, it is faster to roll into Baronade, take damage. It pushes him out of that phase where he's hiding his squishy part.
And shooting lightning at you from his feelers?
Something like that. So RyuUkane stepping in the blue warp as the Salty Sponge riding the elevator up with the princess on his head. This is gonna be a photo finish, but I think RyuUkane had a very strong Jabu, despite the couple times he got hit there. There is the save and quit. RyuUkane is on emulator.
They're actually pretty close.
Yeah, they are. They are close, but I still want to give the advantage to RyuUkane.
Oh, same.
Goma just a little bit faster.
Oh, a lot faster.
These runners certainly can do Baronade really quick, but Goma is quicker. Well, for a second there, it looked like Ryu wasn't going to fall down that second hole. Gets the 3, 2, 1. Sponge not getting hit by that tentacle or getting knocked by that worm. But It's gonna be a big Octo versus Queen Goma on screen.
Now that'd be a fight I want to watch.
Ooh, that would be fun. OOT bosses versus boss.
It's the Boss Mega Showdown. Who will win?
Actually, I lied. It's not going to be a big Octo versus Goma because RyuuKane killing Goma that fast. Blink, you might miss it. Yeah, and with that, RyuuKane has the requisite medallions to spawn that rainbow bridge. He will be forced to get his last song in the Temple of Time.
Yep, got a 6-minute climb ahead. 6 minute for climb and feeding Ganon. So this should still be sub 2 hours, even with having to get a song.
Yep. But remember, songs are hard.
Songs are hard. I don't think you can mess up a song for 3 minutes, but songs are hard.
Never say never.
Oh, Sponge also going for block skip. Gets her first try.
Oh, first try. Very nice Salty Sponge with the redemption from the previous round.
But misses the boomerang first
misses
try.
the side hop.
Yep.
All right, second try. Not bad. But RyuuKane in the driver's seat. 1 hour, 50 minutes.
Alright. Going adult at... Long... okay, grabbing sword now. Long cutscene. And Ryu will be adult at 1:50:37.
Yeah, right after we get the Nocturna Shadow.
That makes sense.
Thankfully, no stepping foot inside that Shadow Temple.
As Sponge finishes off Baronade here. I think Sponge actually made up a little bit of time here.
I wouldn't put it past the Salty Sponge.
Depending on this blue warp. This warp is like the worst warp in the game.
Here is the Rainbow Bridge spawned for RyuuKane. He's got to climb up the tower. But he's got some fighting to do along the way.
Entering the castle at 1:51:36.
All right, back walking into the center column. First set of staircase.
Still got to fight the Dinophos, Stalfos, and Iron Knuckles.
Yeah,
Salt and pepper.
dispatching the dinos.
Getting his inventory set up here. Two and a half hearts. There's some heart drops from the Dinophos. Gonna grab them so he doesn't die to the Knuckles. Smart.
Second staircase up to the Stalfos.
And the validation chest we won't see.
Slaying some skeletons. One hit, 2.5 hearts.
As Sponge becomes adult at 1:52:57.
Yeah, a few seconds from his deficit in the Fire Temple as RyuuKane knocks out the first Iron Knuckle. Oh, missing the stab, playing it safe, and knocking out that second Iron Knuckle. RyuuKane's eyes surely, again, 20 minutes ago, looking over at the race time, looking for his opponent to dot done. Little does he know, RyuuKane is in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth and final staircase here. Up towards our dastardly dwarf.
Yep. So it looks like, unless something horrible happens, which we will never pray for because we don't want that, RyuuKane will be moving on.
RyuuKane with the statistically unwise play, but turning out in his favor when he went into the crater for that grotto.
Mm-hmm.
He started with Bolero, but never got back to the crater with the hovers or the hook shot until way late in the game.
Alright, that was still technically a Sphere 1 check.
Yep, bomb bag on Rufio.
Hook shot and slingshot minigang.
Yeah, easy peasy door fight for RyuuKane with that big Goron sword. And it's been a fun one. It's been a quick one. And we're here at the finale, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready. Because without further ado, here's Ganon.
I had pulled pork yesterday.
So does that mean I get your serving of bacon today? Ooh, Salty Sponge taking the death from the Iron Knuckle, sealing the deal. Didn't matter too much, but he's not going to be happy about that.
Can we get an F in chat?
Would have felt a whole lot worse if he had been in the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Might take some solace after the fact knowing, but maybe not. As RyuuKane taking down phase 1 of Ganon.
Sponge figured that was the end for him. He opened validation chest for a heart container.
Yeah. RyuuKane reunited with his Master Sword. The princess still helpless to help.
Yeah.
Helpless to help. Yeah, that makes sense. RyuuKane mashing away that crouch stab.
Yeah. And 30-second cutscene and we'll be done.
Yeah, phase 2 down. The princess lending her magical abilities.
Why it takes a whole 30 seconds for this cutscene, I will never know. But get your GGs in chat.
Yeah, that is the magical essence imbued to the Master Sword. RyuuKane gonna slice and dice his way to victory, serving us all up a tasty portion of bacon. Get your GGs in the chat. RyuuKane moving on.
156.49, sub 2 hours. An immediate end of stream. Also, looks like we have Ryu in here. GG's Ryu.
Yo, thank you.
Very exciting race, very quick one. You were about 2.5 minutes ahead of Salty Sponge getting into the Fire Temple. At that point, you kind of were bottlenecked, and you made the big brain play getting into Death Mountain Crater. You found that long shot as Salty Sponge was in Adult Lake Hylia doing some Adult Lake checks.
Yeah. Also, GG's, welcome in, Sponge.
I was gonna say, don't leave me in the waiting room, guys.
GG Sponge.
Hey, I have no control over that. That's all Soul.
I'm just kidding. I wasn't in the waiting room.
Oh.
GG's, Ryu.
Yeah, GG's, man.
As soon as I saw ZL was on Burning Cack, I'm like, all right, 2 options here. Crazy early game bottleneck or just late game, everything's open, find the long shot. So I knew it was gonna screw me over. It always does.
Yep.
Nice to
Honestly,
hear some laughs on the other side.
I was like, okay, Zia on Burning Kag is actually something that I dig a lot. And then I see the stones, and I'm like, okay, it could be like real bad, or it could be real fast.
And
Yeah.
today it was real fast.
Now, I think that's like my first time getting a seed without ZL.
Really?
Wow, yeah.
I believe so, yeah. At
Oh,
least in
hey,
standard.
congratulations. No, it was you deciding to go to Crater before checking some other things and getting the
Yeah, that's the entire seed. Is
yeah.
two choices impact your entire seed. Do you read Castle 1 hint without ZL? And when do you do Crater Grotto? And that's the entire seed.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, you both read that hint. But at the time, Sponge, you made the statistically smarter choice, right? There were 3 checks in Adult Lake, 2 checks in the Water Temple versus 1 in the Crater, Dampe Diggin, a handful of other checks, but Longshot was there in the Crater.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine to make either play. You could realistically what's it called? Justify it by being, well, my opponent could have done these checks earlier. I don't want to go to Adult Lake first if they could have just done this earlier.
Right.
So I mean, it makes sense. It's fine. It's just find the long shot and then the seed's over at that point.
That's
Yeah.
basically what that's basically what I thought at that point. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to lake and I'm probably gonna dip into water because I don't have a lot left in logic. I was like, okay, Trader is actually kind of scary. So I just decided to go there first.
Yeah,
Also,
that's reasonable.
Sponge coming in 1 second before the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I was like looking at my timer. I'm like, come on, buddy. I was counting down the seconds. I will be honest. I was gonna dot done like just a tiny bit early, just to get to 1:59:59, but it actually worked out perfectly fine.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you were gonna do it on purpose. Like you are gonna wait for the 2-hour mark.
Oh no. Well, I'm sure it was a strategic death to the Iron Knuckles because you already knew you lost. There we go.
Well, I didn't know I lost at that point, but I died and then I started climbing, and then like 10 seconds later, RyuuKane finished. I'm like, okay, it didn't matter. I'm fine. I don't hate myself. If I had lost because of the Iron Knuckle death, then I would hate myself just a little bit.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
That's what I was saying. But you were about 2.5 minutes outside getting into the Fire Temple from Ryu. Made up a little bit of time through Jabu. Ryu getting knocked by one of the tentacles, grabbed by one of those little tremor worm things.
Yeah, the camera kind of screwed me over a lot in Jabu. Let's just say it like that way.
Yeah, I saw.
Oh yeah, that happens. Well, Ryu, you'll be going on to the lower brackets finals,
Oh,
either
hell yeah.
against What the Hell's Happened or Say. Thoughts on that?
I mean, if I want to win everything, I'm just gonna have to play both and win both, right? But
right.
Anyway, I haven't played What the Hell's in a while, so yeah, I'm kind of rooting for Sensei in winners finals.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a fellow French runner as well, so.
I was gonna
Right,
say
right.
not because he's French, right? Yeah, I'm gonna transfer my plot armor to What the Hell Happened, so now he can't lose. I'm sorry,
Oh.
everybody. Tournament's over.
Oh, damn. Oh, well, I just gotta beat you once again on Sunday, I guess.
You know what? That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I have like 3 tournaments to play in, so you know what? I could go 0-3 in league and then just finish it out 7-3. No big deal. Or 5-3.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Ryu getting swallowed by 2 likes in Gerudo Training Grounds.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault, actually. I didn't space it very well. I'll just be honest. I think my execution was fine for the most part in the seed, but there were a couple of moments where I did a lot of pepper guard, like this, the like room in GGG, the Frozen Ice switch in Forest, Jabu.
Yep.
It kind of sometimes it happens.
Right.
Absolutely.
Did you do Forest with a shield though?
I haven't. I did not have the time of day or the rupees for a freaking shield.
I also did it without a shield.
Yeah, both did Well, Sponge, you did 20-minute Forest.
So Ryu, I went child, I got the hook shot, and then immediately ran back.
You're a freaking madman. when I saw the hook, I was like, okay, do I do it or not? I'm like, okay, I don't have a shield. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I was
And in the end,
thinking,
I just did it without a shield anyway. So
yeah, strategically, I'm like, now is actually, I think it's optimal to do it at that point, even if you don't have a shield, because you don't know where your child songs, like your sons, your serenades, and your preludes are. So it could be pretty annoying to get back adult. So I'm like, look, I'm here now. I can go adult. I can do it. Maybe get myself a sword or Rudolph's letter, and so I did it immediately. I think it's optimal, to be honest. Now that I think about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you
had
did
you
get
done-
the big Goron sword.
As my prize, yeah. After I would have needed it desperately.
But, yeah.
did you do Kokiri Forest before doing Forest or not?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I never went into Kokiri Forest at all. So I just... Well, I did, but I did it after Forest Temple.
Damn, I thought I was the guy that rushes progression.
It just felt right to me. I'm like, yeah, this makes sense. Do dungeon, maybe get Kokiri sword, because it's like we know ZL's burning cack and it's Deku Jabu, so it's like, all right, child items are like infinitely more important this seed. Like let's go do an adult dungeon, maybe get a child item.
Right, and then of course, you get the Fire Temple, and then you go into Fire Temple, and you think you get it, and you get Stone of Agony, and you're hammer locked.
Yeah, obviously.
At that point, I was heavily suspecting that it's like, okay, if the Kokiri sword's here in fire, then it's probably do Deku, get letter in Deku, beat Jabu, and then you have the whole game open for long shot. But since we were hammer locked, I'm like, okay, pretty good chance this is GTG now. But I need the long shot anyway, so might as well go find it.
All right, yeah, no, we had seen Ryu left GTG about 2 minutes ahead of you, and then you picked up your hammer, and like the whole chat's like, "Don't bail, don't bail, don't bail, don't bail."
Nah, I'm not bailing when there's a big chest there, and it's like infinitely terrible to get back here. And if you just get the letter in there, then your seed sets up pretty nicely.
Right.
And us in the commentary booth, we could hear you contemplating, well, you know, I'm counting keys. The toilet is an item, but screw that one.
Yeah, 100%. I'm like, I'd rather do all of fire than this in the toilet.
I was gonna do toilet if I didn't get the Rudo's letter in final chest.
Yep.
Well, maybe if the Rudo's wasn't there, we'd be in a different situation right now.
Right.
Because you would have done toilet and lost time because toilet's bad.
I mean,
Imagine
we call it
losing 2
toilet
minutes
for a
and 30
reason.
seconds in toilet.
I know, I'm just playing.
Well, I mean, it's been a great run for you, Sponge, getting knocked down in round 1 and then making it all the way to lower bracket semifinals.
Hell yeah. That was a good run.
And sending
I'm
Alex
happy.
home after he sent you down here.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Alex. Actually, no, I'm not.
Yeah,
I
there
take
you
that
go.
back.
Oh, you know what? Alex might have his revenge on you with League, right?
I'm so annoyed he got put in our division. not because he's not good enough, but because I have to play him 2 more times. I'm like, I thought I was done with you.
Good healthy rivalry.
Healthy, quote unquote. It's more like I'm terrified and Alex is just stone faced.
No emotion versus oh god, why?
Yeah. Good luck in your future matches, RyuuKane. They're all gonna be hype, so I don't have to say I hope you have a hype match.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
But I'm rooting for Team Canada.
Tournament. Yeah, the end of this tournament's gonna be very interesting. But hey, Sponge, top 4?
Yeah, when I could have been tied for 64th. So
yeah,
I don't know what voodoo magic people casted on me, but it got me to top 4. So you know what? I'll take it.
You got some of that gree.
Yeah.
And as these runners have alluded to, we got a league going on, so you're going to want to make sure you give them a follow. They're going to be racing in that league match.
Yeah, you can watch us on Sunday at 3 a.m. Eastern if you want.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Tempt me.
Well, Now this scene was pretty straightforward and bottleneck, so don't have much more to say about that.
Yeah, the seed was very boring overall. Besides the fact that you don't have ZL.
Yeah.
I don't know. Y'all kept it pretty entertaining towards the end there.
All right. You have anything else, August?
No, just a shout out to our trackers once again, Carliana, McCundy, and our restreamer Soulblade. And thanks, Mad Monk Adam, for joining me.
Thank you, August. Any last comments from y'all, Sponge, Ryu?
I'm good.
GG's and thank you for the restream.
Yeah, same.
I think we can. All right. I think we can hand it off to Soul now.
All right, take it away.
All right. So coming up a little bit later today, we got some Legend of Zelda Any Percent happening. It's going to be happening at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And then the next OOTR tournament match is on Saturday, the 22nd at 10:20 a.m. So if you want to see that one, that's going to be happening on Saturday. It's going to be what the heck in hell versus Say for deciding who goes into the lower bracket.
All right.
Just that's about it. And thank you for all watching that match. It was pretty fast.
Yep.
We'll see you a little bit later if you want to hang out for Zelda or Zelda 2. And if not, we'll see you on Saturday for more OOTR.
All right, have a good one, everybody.
Peace.
See ya.